Hi dear viewers, we are so thankful that you joined us for another episode of the Little Dexter Homestead, where my husband and I love to share with you our animals, our farm, and also some scriptures. My family has been gardening and farming for many years, and our goal here with these videos is to share our knowledge with you. If you haven't done it already, please subscribe to our channel. It would be a pleasure to have you along with us. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much. We truly appreciate your presence with us. So right now, sit back, relax, and enjoy this new video.
Here you can see our older chickens looking out a brand new fresh window in their coop. And the reason they needed a fresh window is the other morning I came out to clean them and inside was broken glass and just don't know what happened. But fortunately all the girls were safe. I was able to get some wood from the garage and cover that broken window, take care of the broken glass, and the next day Papa found us a nice replacement and took care of it for us. So now here they are, enjoying their fresh window, seeing the world through a clear lens, and living their best life. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Little Dexter Homestead, where we come to you to share a little bit of everything that we have in our life here on our homestead, along with some spiritual encouragement and information from the Lord that He gives us to share with you. My name is Trevor.
And I'm Emily, his wife. And we are here this week. Yes, we present to you a few things. We have so many things to present that we never know which to choose. But we just want to keep it simple because we are simple people. And we believe that if we stay simple, this lifestyle of being simple and just doing things simply, it's going to be a long term. So let's just start with the seed. Which seeds to choose? Because there's a variety of seeds out there, right? You saw that the other day at the store.
There are a lot.
Yeah. And not just that there's so many different companies as well. So really what I want to say to you, again, we want to stay simple. So choose seeds that will fit your lifestyle. And don't try to go too complicated. Just stay simple with that. And not just your lifestyle, but also your climate zone. Many people forget about that. Like Trevor, which comes from Alaska, would probably not choose the same seeds as I would here. Mind you, a certain portion of it, but not all.
Definitely not.
Yeah, exactly. So for us, first of all, we start with what we eat and what works in our area. So we have tomatoes, we have lettuce, cucumbers, things that we eat every day. Carrots, radish, those are the first vegetables that are ready in the spring, and it's so good, the radish. And we have beans as well, and we have beets. And we do have onions, our garlic, and that we'll do another video probably just about garlic at one point, and zucchini, squash, peppers. This is pretty much, and kale.
Lots of kale.
Lots of kale. Kale is something that is very good for your health, and it will last you, it grew from the spring to late fall.
We were
almost.
actually still pulling kale out of the garden in December.
Yeah, and we just put a tarp over it, and it worked fabulously, eh? And it's very excellent for your health as well. So this is it. But one thing that I would recommend too is to put flowers. Why would we put flowers? Well, for different reasons. First, it looks good. It helps with pollinating. And also, it also helps for bugs. We love to use the marigold. Marigold is excellent to expel the bugs because it has such a strong smell, and it works really well. And so just if you're curious, what we have in our garden for our flowers is straw flowers. What I like about those flowers is that they are already dried, so you don't need to dry them. And I like I don't know if you ever tried that, but the broom corn. The broom corn is excellent. It's how can I say? I don't eat that. I don't know if you can eat that, probably, but I just like it because it's beautiful. It gets very tall, and we do kind of a fence around the garden, and it's beautiful, and I use it when I go to market to decorate our booths as well. And then calendula, it's a flower that you can eat, and you can do many things with it. Some do some soap. I buy a soap from a lady that uses calendula, and it's very good. And sunflowers. Sunflowers, we do have a lot of those. They regrow because the seeds fall, and then we don't need to sow them anymore. They're just growing every year. But it's so beautiful to have that into your yard as well.
And if you do a little bit of work, that's free chicken food.
Yeah.
Save those seeds.
Yeah, they love it. They really love it. And one thing that I've tried, and that it's nice for decorating too, with my garlic braids, is the echinops. I think this is how you say that, echinops.
I would say so.
Yeah, it's kind of a beautiful burr, I would say. It's blue, and that makes a beautiful dry flower to put for decorating. So those are the flowers that I use. And not to forget our herbs, but we'll come to that at one point, the herbs that we put in our garden. And I think this is it for that. So I would recommend you, if you can, to go and buy your seeds now, because this is when you get the best variety, and it's not too early. It's the seeds will be just fine. And what I recommend you is to not just get one kind, because we've had in the past that we would sow, let's say we would sow some beans, and some company is just not working in our earth, so for some reason, so we buy different varieties of them. For example, for our beans, we have 2 kinds of company because we want to make sure that it will grow. Yeah, like I said, we will go one step at a time. For my husband Trevor, is this first year that we're gonna do that together. Last year he was here, but there was so many things to do that we didn't have time, but we'll go step by step. We'll bring you along with us in our garden, and yeah, we'll just show you little tricks as we go. So this is pretty much it, I think, eh?
You have to start somewhere.
Yes.
And I'm diving right in.
Yeah, that's it. Hi everyone. I just wanted to take a few moments to just tell you about a squash soup. It is my favorite soup that we make, and my mother had done this squash soup for a few years now, and I really enjoy it. And just aside, my grandfather lived until he was 96 years old, and all his life at least his married life with my grandmother, he had done soup all his life, and he was making his own soup from scratch, and they were excellent. He would take all the vegetable from his garden. He was a gardener as well, and so anyway, I'll just share with you the recipe. Very easy to do. I showed it to Trevor how to make it, my husband, and he's doing it very, very good. So yeah, I'll just show you how to make it. You can make your own. And by the way, squash are really easy to grow in a garden. I encourage you, if you want to have something that keeps for the winter time, squash are excellent. And if they don't keep all that much, or we see that they will go soon, we just use them right away. Or you can just chop them, keep them in your freezer, and it will keep for a long time. Anyway, I'll show you quickly my recipe, and let's go. As we will show you how to make this wonderful soup, I will go ahead and share with you a message that the Lord shared with me. It is written in the Bible, "For unto you it is given in the behalf of Christ, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake." As John the Baptist and Stephen experienced suffering for Christ, we as followers of Christ may also experience the same sufferings. But a fellowship with the Lord Jesus Christ in his sufferings is a gift and an honor. This fellowship is formed through a deep connection and a trust that no one can remove from us. So if you are a child of God, make sure you practice your trust in him. Just like David when he said in Psalm 20, "Some trust in chariot and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. They are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and stand upright." And Micah also trusted in God when he said, "Therefore I will look unto the Lord, I will wait for the God of my salvation. My God will hear me. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness." May we also trust, may we practice it, and when time comes, may we be ready.
Thank you again for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We would love to hear from you and hear anything you would like to say to us and any recommendations. Be well, be a shining light, and God bless.